get this game started. The Bearcats will kick. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Didn't
Didn't
find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Tech Red
It's
Raiders
not to go
offense
ahead.
will get the first
You have been
crack at
ordered
it
to
here.
stop. You
And
have
there
to
he
stop.
is. When you have a guy like this, you
First
don't
corporal
mind
start back
building
up.
your
Hey,
attack around the
I have
running
orders
game,
from
guys.
General
And
Expo.
he's a
Hold up this
grown
attack.
man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Morton. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. It's complete. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And now on first down after converting with the run. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. First down for this offense. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, a lot of times tips and deflections are because you've got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force him.
Oh, look out. There he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking left.
No!
And the pass hits. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Morton. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get cooking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for room. It's Pryor. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. They'll give it to the back. Dances away from one. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Across the 35. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go at full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Knocked down for the tackle. It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the defense doing work. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This sometimes the ball comes.
The Singh have apparently decided to start selling opium now. Quietly. In back alleys and brothels. I told you that.
Hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those.
Go back to the
I come to experience itself out of the and that's true. But there's no reason to don't fully mobilize and this person. Please get into the $8 to do it. Let's say $4 a week for me. It's above market rate. I can afford that.
As long as we're here, no one will touch you, kid. You know that.
5. That's as high as I can go.
I'm backing it down. This shit.
So this is the notorious fancy. I believe my father is an Israelite.
Oh, I doubt that.
No, I'm sure. He inherited how I work this, so he's not educated.
Your father's fire marshal. Sheriff. You didn't have to go inside it. You can stay beside me.
Oh, I don't care. It's usually the problem between us. gave it a time I did. My teacher, Madame Claire, said I was a wash and clean wasted me. I didn't understand those times. I dropped out. It was business on the internet. Thank you, Mr. Harris. I didn't understand that, but I dropped out. It was business on the internet. Thank you, Mr. Harris.
You're talking about my wife. On a daily basis. I post that already today. I don't know what you have, but they'd be up in arms. Wouldn't be the chance of it getting the internet. Sometimes I wonder if you work for them. Live in San Francisco, Mr. Mayor. Is that you? How'd you know that?
I know a lot about you, Mr. Harris. I know you worked for the people. They fired you.
I'm interested in whatever it is you're selling.
I'm not selling. I'm buying. I hear something about consulting.
The paper things weren't good before changing. Yeah. Got it? You don't know how to speak to them.
What was that for?
Nothing there. What about it? What do you need?
I'm sure.
Bullshit. Sorts of bullshit. And then it's back pocket. He's lying. Of course you bank account. I don't know. Russian. Listen, Leo. Shh. I need to hear these words. Let's go. I don't know how you have bottom feeders. It's onions that fly to your face. The dogs. Coming to me. She didn't know what would happen. I asked her.
Finally picked up, and there were other establishments that required more immediate attention. But I've been meaning all my girls very happy. Souls. I'm sure it helps to tell yourself that. They choose this life. I give them job, bed, clean clothing. Nigga, you can't help it. But the bones are on the schedule. Okay, more nigga, there were other establishments that required more immediate attention. But I've been meaning all my girls very happy. Souls. I'm sure it helps to tell yourself that. They choose this life. I give them job, bed, clean clothing. Nigga, you can't help it. They choose this life. I give them job, bed, clean clothing. Nigga, you can't help it. They choose this life. I give them job, bed, clean clothing. Nigga, you can't help it.
Wow. Just keep saying work, I guess.
No, just your people, since you're too busy excluding them.
Well, someone has to.
Say some words close, so my girls can go anytime. I phone them.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. And the Bearcats will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
To the air. It's Jefferson. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Knights in the hurry up. It's a draw. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Knights send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
What's your day, John? Okay. I just like to know it. Yeah. What do you know? What do I know? Before it's done, this thing between you two, the secret war, whatever it is. We're all gonna suffer for it.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Knights racing to the line in a hurry up. Fast motion from the offense. They're trying to get to it. Complete out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That's what makes me such a valuable partner.
I expect the money you owe me by the end of the day. And the next time you go against another Chong without consulting me, I'll consider you in breach of our agreement. And you'll find yourself out of the opening business just as quickly as I put you in it. Are we clear?
Sure. Let's drink on it. There's milk. It's not for everyone. grateful for your pain. Means you're still alive. Time is petty. This is beyond the pale, even for you.
You made it perfectly clear the other day there would be no help for the City Hall. My men were being attacked. Factories are being firebombed.
There are larger things at stake than this damn factory.
Not
For me.
I did what I had to do.
Then I'm sure you'll understand when I do what I have to do.
Are you threatening me just now?
If those thugs aren't gone by tomorrow, you leave me no choice but to pull the city contract once and for all. Get rid of them! James is blinking. Your half of the monthly rent on our property.
Something is wrong.
The police came to see me at my office the other day. A lot of questions about Timmons and McCormick. I should let them off, but what if they come back?
You remember the name of police?
Yeah, well, Nikki.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Runs through a tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
$40. The interest is accruing. So anything you can give me in payment, what the hell are you doing?
The Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
You misunderstand me. Look, keep your fucking dress on. What the hell do you take me for?
I take you for a pup owned by the Chinese.
I'll be back tomorrow. Tell Edgar to have the damn money or it's out of my hands. What's this? End of week? Payday. Let's go to extra. For poker tables. Put it toward Edgar Kellerman's dad. Not how we do business. Well, then, shove it up your arse. I'm done. I mean it this time. We see. Fuck you. I've more than paid my debt. And finished. With you. With all of this. Not how we do business, Bill. Well, we're not doing business then. Get it through that thick yellow skull of yours. I am done. And if you or your men ever come near me again, you so much as look in my direction, I'll bring the full fucking force of the San Francisco Police Department down on the Fung High. You understand?
I don't see how you do it, Nellie. Walking into a ghastly place like that with barely any protection.
Thankfully, I have friends in high places who understand the importance of the work.
It's the least we can do, Nellie, considering your generous contributions to this city's cultural and political life.
Personally, I prefer to see you married again. There, I said it. Don't you want someone to share this great big lonely home of yours with?
Some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go!
Let's see,
The aerial assault continues. And as he throws, he's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I'll tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the punishment has been extended. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Boone. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That's caught. It's Harvey. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Using his legs, it's Harvey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to...
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 20 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Jefferson. Got his man quickly. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hudson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
I don't know, but I'm kind of starting to like it. Wait, I see this. doesn't work with crazy.
I think that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Considering all the business we've done together,
And almost immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Finds his man enough for the first. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Jefferson. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little sport.
This may come as a shock to you, Miss Mercer. If you don't play kind like you, things.
Hey, I was thrilled to see their face if you showed up. I am sorry about your time to work in there. This was terrible. Are you ever sorry you came to America?
Who wants to know, but believe it or not, it's still better here.
I mean, people come here from all over the world to live a better life. And all I've ever wanted to do is escape.
There's nothing simple about it.
No.
I've seen whole villages wiped out by famine. It always about that. What it feels like to hear your brothers in the middle of the night crying because they haven't had anything to start.